And hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Box Office Shuffle, your physical media podcast, where the three people you see on screen here take our physical media collections, put them in a shuffler, and it spits out what we're going to talk about for this week's episode. This month, we let our Discord actually pick between the three of ours collection for what kind of supernatural ghost/horror movies we wanted to watch and discuss during the month of October. Last time out, we watched Ghostbusters. This time out, we're watching 2012's ParaNorman. I'm one of your hosts, Thomas, a.k.a. Mr. Wartburg. Joining me, as always, is Joe, a.k.a. Joe. And our movie host for this week, who brought us ParaNorman, is Chris, a.k.a. Gamma Caruchador.
Hey, that's me. Boo.
So, as I said, this movie came out in 2012, specifically released in the U.S. on August 17th. So it's been a little over 13 years now. Chris, what format were we watching today?
We had the Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
Secondhand Blu-ray.
Gotcha. Okay. So a little few. Actually, you know what? Before we get into the facts and figures and the box office and the cast, Chris, would you regale us with the plot synopsis, or the back?
Yes,
the back of the box, really.
If it's your first time here, what we do now is I just kind of read this little snippet on the back, just to kind of give an overview of what the movie was. If you have not seen it, first of all, I think all of us here would probably recommend that you go see it before you continue watching this. But if you need a little bit of a teaser without watching a trailer, let me read this for you, and maybe it'll get you to do that. From the makers of Coraline comes the story of Norman, a boy who must use his ability to see and speak with the dead to save his town from a centuries-old curse. In addition to spooky zombies, he'll also have to take on mysterious ghosts, wily witches, and, worst of all, clueless grown-ups. But this young ghoul whisperer will soon find his paranormal abilities pushed to their otherworldly limits, featuring the voice talents of Cody Smith McPhee, Anna Kendrick, Casey Affleck, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, Leslie Mann, Jeff Garlin, and John Goodman. It's a frightfully funny and magically thrilling adventure for the whole family in eye-popping stop motion.
Indeed, and the animation is fantastic. The wireframe,
it's very
puppets.
Smooth.
Yeah,
very.
It's great. And it was actually, I think, the first time anyone used 3D printing in color with color ink and such for their masking for their puppets. They had done black and white 3D for the prior movie. This was Leica Studios. Leica, wasn't that the name of the dog that went up in the first Soviet satellite?
I
think that's where the name comes from. That name, it's just
right.
It's stuck in here because I did a number of papers on the space race back in the day. But this was produced and animated by Leica over the course of about 3 years. Animated over 2, produced over 3. While Chris is looking that up.
That is exactly it.
It was
Leica. Laika.
And I'm struggling to remember the American chimp's name, but that I don't know, because the Russians just did that part first.
Not Leica.
The directors were Sam Fell and Chris Butler. Chris Butler was also the writer on the film. He initially wanted to make a kids horror movie because he was watching horror movies and there's a lot of social commentary that goes in that genre pretty often. So he wanted to make a kids movie and kind of turn it into a bit of a coming of age, figuring out oneself story inside of a bit of a zombie horror movie for kids, which was a pretty unique concept. And there was a number of different stop motion films that kind of went mainstream around this time. Obviously, after the success of Caroline, that same year was Frankenweenie in 2012. I think that probably came out right around the same time too. And Chris went through most of the cast. It was Cody Smith McPhee. Do you guys know probably his biggest credit?
I just looked it up. Is it Nightcrawler?
It is Nightcrawler.
Oh shit! Okay.
He's also in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. He's the human son of the main lead.
Oh shit!
Alexander.
Okay.
Yeah. So those would be probably the two biggest after this that, as he got into filming, that he did, at least in terms of on-camera work. He was actually 11 at the time that the movie came out, I think. Maybe 12. depending on when his birthday was. And then Tucker Albrizi, that was the young boy that played Neil. He was 12 at the time. I recognized him from AP Bio, which was a couple of years ago now. It got canceled when it shouldn't have. I think it was an ABC show. It was very funny. Glenn Howerton was the lead in that one about the teacher who comes back to teach AP Bio. And then we have, of course, Anna Kendrick, Casey Affleck, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, John Goodman. You had Leslie Mann play his Norman's mom. Pretty solid little cast there.
I also love that it has Bernard Hill as the judge. I always forget that when I would go to listen to this movie, and then I'm like, is that Theoden? It is.
Of course you know that that's Theoden. I'm like, I don't even know his name, but of course Chris knows who that is.
If you didn't know, Theoden is my favorite character in Lord of the Rings, so of course I know Bernard Hill, R.I.P.
So Joe, this was our first time. So obviously, as you stated kind of in the intro, we both were big fans of it. What's your overall first take from this movie?
For a new stop motion, it's fucking really good because I saw bits and pieces of Caroline, so I was kind of familiar with the animation style from this company, and then I watched this full one. I was like, holy shit, this is smooth. This is great. Even like the story writing, I thought was actually pretty damn good too. For like a kids movie, sort of like horror movie, I thought I was like, damn, that's pretty fucking solid.
Yeah, agreed. There were a number of scenes that were like, oh, this is just really tight writing, right? Like the rigor mortis scene was hilarious. Out of nowhere.
It was cracking up, smacking his dead head against the freaking the desk.
It's one of those things where you can just keep ratcheting up the absurdity. That's just really great comedy writing. The scene, there's a scene in the town hall when they're getting surrounded and the adults are trying to break in, and the older brother is like, I think it's the zombies, and Christopher Mintz-Plasse yells, hide. Oh wait, it's adults. Hide. Like
even worse.
Like,
worse.
Yeah, like that is great kids movie comedy writing. That it's just funny. It's not the funniest movie of all time, but it's it's tight. It's got great timing, and it knows how to play between the dialogue and the physical comedy. And in an animated movie, it works really, really well. I was a big fan of that.
And especially when you're doing stop motion, making physical comedy work as well as it did is like, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, apparently, we'll go into one of the like behind the scenes things. The toilet scene in the bathroom when Norman's with his uncle, John Goodman's character, that apparently took a full year from start to finish to animate, and it was done by one person.
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
Like,
damn. Okay.
But that's such a good scene.
Yeah,
it's so funny. It's got a great way of expositioning without making you feel like you're having exposition thrown out at you. It's like, but that's the dedication that goes into stop motion films. If you don't know, if you've never worked in stop motion, it is absurdly precise and so hard to do, and an art form that I'm hoping continues by masters of the craft.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of those things where, and you can kind of fake it with 3D animation, but like proper, wire puppeting and actual physical like faces on puppets kind of thing, or in some cases, obviously claymation too. There's still a niche there when done well. And another note I had, the modern world horrifying the zombies was amazing. Like that was like they cut to these various different things they're seeing, like the TV, the billboard for the witch, all these things, and it just keeps the ratcheting up their horrified reactions. It's like that's some good shit. That's somebody who's like, hey, I want to have some social commentary, and I don't give a shit about subtle. Like that was good. I really appreciated that. That tickled me quite well.
I love the juxtaposition of there's these zombies and then the people that are like, we got to kill these zombies. And it flips everything on its head, where the mob of supposedly sane and still alive people are really the zombies, whereas the zombies are the ones that are afraid and just trying to get away. It's fantastic.
Yeah. So, Chris, this was your movie. Do you have any other like production notes, background things, anything you want to touch on?
I mean, this was definitely one of those things I was like, I don't feel like watching it. So I didn't watch it until I think the first time I ever watched ParaNorman was probably like 2018, 2019. Um, I think it was just on Prime one day, and I'm like, you know what, I'll watch this just because it's spooky time, and I'll just, you know, try an animated movie out, and I loved it immediately. Um, but yeah, I mean, this has been one of those movies where I'm glad it came up on our wheel, but I would have just watched it at this time of year anyway. I watch it always like right before Halloween. Um, like production notes, not not really. I have done stop motion animation.
Oh, I did not know
Uh,
that.
so when I was in college, I actually went to college for game art and animation. So I did just take animation courses. So one of the animation courses, we focused on different styles of animation. So throughout the course, I was doing traditional pencil to paper animations with light boxes and everything, where you have a stack of these see-through papers that you're flipping back and forth through, and you're like, okay, let me just, okay, that's the line, like where I do that. And for one of the projects, we did stop motion animations, and I decided to do a Lego stop motion.
Ooh, nice.
So I think even on my YouTube somewhere, there's a 30-second Lego stop motion that like I built the sets and everything. And they're not big. It's not big at all. It's 30 seconds, 24 frames a second. And it might not even be 24 frames a second. It might be like 12 frames a second. Maybe even maybe even up to 20. I don't remember. This was God, 12, 13 years ago. Um
Time's a bitch.
yeah, but I I did it solo for the class, but I had one of my friends is a professional photographer. So I was like, "Can I borrow your camera for like a few days and we shoot this?" I had a friend who was getting really into photography and who didn't have a whole lot going on. So like we would get together. I think we got together 3 times and just filming, meaning like taking picture and barely moving a Lego piece. Just the filming was probably, I want to say 10 hours for 30 seconds. And that was just the filming. I still had to build all the sets, and I had to build them so that I could take things apart so I could put a camera where I need it to go, but then be able to put it back together and it's the same thing. I had to build characters. I did some. This was at a time when Gears of War had a video come out where they did a Lego stop motion in Gears of War. So I was like, I would watch that video frame by frame to see like what they were doing with certain things, like using sticky tack when a character's running to make it so that it looks like they're off the ground for a second and they're not touching like the actual connection points of a stud on a Lego brick. So like I was doing that. I was doing like it was a Western scene that was like a shootout at a tavern. So I had like little uh pieces of paper that I drew uh bullet splashes so that I would just like for like 1 or 2 frames they'd be on the wall and then they would just come off. So like it's a lot of work. And looking at a movie like this and especially hearing that one, I think this was like a 3-minute scene in the movie, 3 4 minute scene, takes a whole year for somebody to do, is just, that's dedication to a craft. That is art and that deserves to be praised, especially for how good it was.
Yeah.
Um,
I do wonder logistically, because the note is that they used about 2 years on animation itself. So I'm wondering how much of that is siloed off to like individual creators, and then it's pieced together with your director, your
yeah.
art direction, your your cinematographer, like overseeing the various different animation teams. Like,
Mhm.
yeah,
Pretty cool to
because
see.
you got to imagine like the multi-scene stuff, like that's group things, like I would imagine with the puppeteering and everything that goes into how that would be shot. But I would be very curious to like look into more. How did they manage that project? That would be
Yeah.
with how crazy the animation stuff can get. That's even among the animation world. That's a
Right.
very different thing.
I mean, there's a scene, and I noticed it, and I was like, I was mind blown as I was watching the movie this time. There's a scene where when Norman gets off his bike and then he goes into John Goodman's his uncle's house. You see it's like on his foot as he like kicks the bike stand down, and then you don't even notice it because you're just like, oh, this is just a video. But as smooth of a panning shot as they did, it's not just a single like speed either. It like ramped up and then like slowed down when it got to where it wanted to focus. They had to do that in stop motion, and with it being as smooth as it was, it's mind-blowing how precise you have to be for that. And imagine if you make one mistake.
Oh, like most of the shots ruined. No, like
You have to start over.
Start the
go back
sequence
and
over.
reframe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
It's
painful.
crazy. Yeah.
Hmm.
So to see all that kind of stuff, I mean, it's a huge blend of you have animators, you have prop makers, set designers, painters who have to do like a lot of uh the like wide shots that show a lot of the town. That's like got to be paintings and stuff. So yeah, it's such a blend of artists working on a movie like this, and it's just fantastic to see every single time.
This kind of makes me want to change my if I do get my dealer's choice for my movie. I kind of want to pick the Lego movie next. Great damn movie. Great movie. They fake it.
Stop motion.
There is some in there that is, but it's largely faked. If I remember
You
right.
could
There's
you
some.
could do we could go into what is it? Beyond this or not? What was it? Why can't I remember what the second Spider-Verse movie was called?
Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse. Beyond is the next one.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of actual stop motion Lego in that
And
one.
it's the YouTube kid that makes stop motion stuff.
Yeah,
it's great.
He did it.
Shit.
They saw him do the trailer of Across the Spider-Verse. He made it in Lego himself, and they hired him so that after schools, like he was 14 years old or something.
Yeah, like an actual very young kid.
He got hired by an animation studio, by the directors. They called him up and they're like, "Hey, after school every day, could you do like a few hours?" And he did that entire scene. That's his work.
Yeah, okay.
What a
awesome.
freaking reel he has. It's insane.
Yeah. Crazy. Because he's not like faking doing a CGI version of Lego onto some things. You can see that on YouTube every once in a while of some people that will do like Lego versions of famous scenes. Some are doing real stop, some are doing, the CG version, but that kid's impressive as hell.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm going to stick with my original pick if we get there.
That's fair.
So like I said, this was in production for 3 years. It did not meet internal projections, though. They said it did okay. That's what Travis Knight was basically saying. He's the head of Leica, at least at the time he was. And he's going to be the director of their next movie, which I think is called Wildwood, if I remember right.
Interesting. Okay.
And that comes out next year. At least it's slated to. He said it did not meet internal expectations, but it did okay. And speaking of box office, the budget was $60 million. It made 107 at the box office. And about 25 million on home media sales as of the last figures I could find. That's probably reporting around after they released the 4K version. So basically made double the money. So
Yeah.
you know, and since it's a kids movie and
All that successful?
I don't think it was as widely marketed. It was profitable, but not massively profitable.
Right.
So now that we have talked a little bit about that, oh, I did have one last note. The character of Mitch is one of, if not the first, openly gay characters in mainstream animation.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, nothing before 2012.
Or in at least animated kids products.
Yeah,
like
in
the
kids stuff.
marketed
There's
towards
some
kids.
there's
Yeah.
some
okay.
animated adult stuff, but in the
Yeah.
kids mainstream audience space, one of the first.
Yeah.
And widely loved by critics. 89% on Rotten Tomatoes by critics rate it fresh. 72% with audience score. So a little bit of a divergence there, but not a massive one. And that can probably be boiled down to some people not liking horror as much as other genres. It's a more niche kind
Right.
of genre. Even
Yeah.
though it's got plenty of fans, it's just not exactly, mainstream summer blockbuster kind of movie genre.
Right.
So, Joe, I
Mhm.
noted that I would buy this, maybe even the 4K version if it's on sale. I think this might be a buy it at JCD and Hobby when we do a used day. If I see it, I'm buying that. Would you be adding this to your collection?
Oh, 100% would. Oh yeah.
Yes. I'm
It's
glad
quite
you guys
entertaining.
like
I was
this.
just like, fuck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Like,
It's
So-
such a funny movie. I love
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
punchlines of all of the little jokes that they set up. It's fantastic.
yeah, it's just I will throw this hummus. It's spicy.
spicy. Yes.
do you
It's
use
like,
free weights? Because your deltoids are crazy. I've never used deltoids. I've never used them once in my life.
You
I've
test
never
me.
heard of them. Test me.
Yeah, yeah. That the van falling apart after they would
That was
all be
good, yeah.
absolutely, completely dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Gerard pointed out they're all dead. They would all be dead.
Yes.
Yep. Better hope Norman lives so that way he can talk to the dead.
Yeah.
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 So let's talk scores here before we get into what our next movie's gonna be. Chris, it's your movie. What would you give this as a score?
Oh, I love this movie. I'm going to give this a 4.5.
Okay, Joe, I'll kick
I
this
think
to
that's
you.
what I gave.
Yeah,
Ghostbusters,
Ghostbusters.
too,
Yeah,
so,
you gave that
yeah.
a 4.5.
Yeah. I'd say they're both great comedies, both in the horror genre. They're toss-ups for whatever I want to watch in a Halloween time.
Fair enough.
I
Joe,
put this in the 4 category.
I would agree. I say it's a 4 out of 5 for me as well.
Yeah.
All right, so those are our scores there. All right, so we have to pick our next movie. So let's kick
Ooh, we
over
do.
to the
Exciting.
host screen. We have all three of us have one random selection left, and
Mhm.
I have a dealer's choice. So
Do we want to go over what we've added before we go
Indeed.
into there?
Indeed,
Yes.
we should. That did not even occur to me. So, Chris, what have you added? You mentioned you had some.
So I went to the resale shop. I wasn't going to spend a whole lot, but I did pick up a few that were on my list. First one, I got Phone Book
Ooh.
or Phone Booth.
Nice, Colin Farrell.
Colin
Okay.
Farrell.
That was one of
Colin
his
Farrell.
first
Uh,
American movies, wasn't it?
Yeah. Colin Farrell, Forrest Whitaker, Kiefer Sutherland. I was back when I used to watch TV all the time. I was like, if I ever see this come on, I'm watching it. It's a nice short little thriller. I don't know. I just like it. It was what, $2 or something. Disc seemed fine. Great. Finally
Wayne's
have
World.
Wayne's World, Part of Time. Excellent. And there were some that I also found there that I found in DVD that I was like, if I can get those in Blu-ray, I'd rather have that. These two were definitely ones that were like, they came out in DVD era. I'm totally fine with them being DVD.
Yeah.
I mean, Wayne's World came out before
Oh,
DVD
way before.
era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I can get DVD, I'm totally cool with that. And then finally, I found another sealed copy of something, completely sealed, Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park? Nice.
Hell yeah,
I do
just-
not own that.
I added that to my collection this year. Good job.
I'm hoping that this digital copy still works.
It might.
since
Who
it
is
is sealed.
as long as it's not WB, it might. Warner
Yeah,
Brothers
I don't think
sucks.
it was. Um,
I think that was.
Yeah, I don't
Isn't
think it
was
was,
that
but
Universal? Yeah, it's Universal that owns Jurassic. It might work.
yes. So yeah, super happy that I found. Like, I saw an unopened copy of Jurassic Park. I'm like, I have to get that.
What
I
release
don't have
year is
Jurassic
that?
Park
What's
yet.
the copyright on the back? Can you see that?
Hold on, let me get my phone because I'm an old guy who can't see anything anymore.
I'll go through my collection while you're doing that.
Mhm.
Because yeah, that would tell you, how old is the code. So I
Yeah.
had 3 used as well, plus new that we don't know who bought. It was just found in a bag in my house. I have the 2014 RoboCop.
Oh,
Ooh, I haven't seen that.
Actually, I should
Very
check if the. I'm gonna check the code on that too. I didn't realize it came with it. My sister bought these at a used store for me near Des Moines. Monsters versus Aliens, which is a similar era kids kind of comedy.
I've
Uh,
actually never seen that one either.
and it has one of my favorite like political commentary jokes. It's when Will Arnett's character, the missing link, walks out of the ship into the human atmosphere for the first time for like 50 years. He's like, "Is it getting warmer? That'd be nice to know. That'd be a very convenient truth." It just stuck with me, and I don't know why. It has stuck with me ever since that movie came out. And then the timeless classic, even though the guy behind it is kind of a piece of shit, Rudy. If you can divorce
Oh yeah.
the Rudy character from his real life counterpart, it's a great football movie. Rudy, the human character, the human being, kind of a grifting piece of shit, but it's a good movie. And then, of course, my new that my mom literally found in a bag from, I don't even know what kind of bag she said she found it in, a brand new Mel Brooks collection. Blu-ray.
that's so good.
Oh shoot.
Just
So I already
love that.
had,
What's in it?
I already had Blazing Saddles that I have in 4K along with I have Robin Hood Men in Tights and Spaceballs. I've never actually seen most of these. The 12 Chairs, Young Frankenstein's, Silent Movie, High Anxiety, History of the World Part 1, and To Be or Not to Be.
Ooh.
So those were all added to my collection. Joey, did you have anything?
I've not added anything.
Okay.
No.
Fair enough. You don't have to. But we are a physical media
I know.
podcast, people, and if you like us
Okay.
talking about physical media, because it's having a bit of a moment, definitely hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment on what you thought of this week's ParaNorman. What's your favorite kind of kid horror comedy is? Like, is it Caroline? Is it Frankenweenie? Coraline, excuse me.
I want to make sure
It's
everybody
Coraline.
knows there are going to be people that might be angry in the comments. Coraline. We know it's Coraline.
Yeah, excuse me.
The only thing that I can find back on the back here is the 1993, which is the original. So
Yeah.
I have no idea.
God,
But
that's the
I think it
first
is
Blu-ray.
timeless. It's like dated by the fact that also includes Apple iTunes.
Some of those
So-
worked though. My A-Team
Yeah.
one, my A-Team worked. I got it. It's on my
Okay,
Apple
okay.
iTunes library, even though it's like a 15-year-old movie. So like some of those
Yeah.
ultraviolet ones, they still work. So worth trying.
Sweet.
That's funny.
What were some other ones we found? Yeah, like the Goosebumps movies, Casper, those kind of movies.
Casper, yeah.
Let us know in the comments below what your favorite kind of that genre might be, if not ParaNorman. All right, now for the time where we're actually going to pick our next movie host.
Yeah. Roll the dice.
Let's spin that wheel.
Rolling.
We have 4 selections to choose from. It is going to be... It's going to be Joe.
Nice.
Let me remove Joe from the list and write down
I'm
Joe's
killed.
collection. All right.
Oh, and by the way, John Goodman was in The Monuments Men with Bill Murray, and there were other ones. I totally forgot.
our connection to Kingpin.
There were
Found it.
there were so many for this one. Just
Oh, yeah.
because you have Casey Affleck and John Goodman. Like, they've been in so many different movies and types of movies that it was going to be a breeze to find this.
Indeed.
That's why I forgot, because there's so many.
Yep.
Couldn't
In case
find
you don't
one
know,
thing.
the Kingpin connection is because last season Joey brought us Kingpin from his collection. I think it was the unrated version, and
Yes.
it was
Yes,
an
it was.
absolute abomination of a movie. We're all like about 5 minutes into the movie going, we have to watch this whole fucking thing. And we did.
I
We
loved
did. We
it.
fucking did.
We stuck through it.
If I had to watch Godfather, you guys had to watch Kingpin.
Both my picks, Chris. God.
All right, so on to Joey's collection. Joey, how many are in your collection? At least on your list of Wheel of
On
Names.
my list?
Yeah, how many on your Wheel of
still got
Names
a bunch
list?
to rip still. Let me get this
Speaking
back
of ripping,
open.
Joey normally does ripping to a digital server. Obviously, he still has the
Yeah.
physical media to rip from, but that's how he mostly
Yep.
consumes his media. Tons of different ways to interact with your physical media. So what's all on your Wheel of Names list? How many total are we talking?
273.
Anything that you're like, I want that. If you had to pick a movie right now, I didn't ask you this beforehand. I probably should have prepped you.
Oh
What do
God,
you wanna
Lake
watch?
Placid.
Is that about what? About the Olympics or some shit? What's that one about?
No, it's like a B-rated horror movie. It's just kind of funny.
Okay.
It's a get high, laugh a lot.
Hey, it is that time of year.
Yeah. No.
All right, let's spin the wheel. Here we go. Let's see what we're gonna get.
Oh shit.
And we're just about there.
Is it The Godfather Part 2?
It is.
Oh no! No!
Yes!
Oh, fucking hell, that was good shit.
Yes!
Oh, God, we couldn't have timed it any better.
Oh. Da, 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 da. Yes! Oh,
Oh, man.
oh God, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Chris, are you ready? Are you ready, Chris?
What's the runtime on Godfather Part 2?
Forever.
Another 3+?
Oh, no.
At this
We should
point,
have-
his next
we
dealer's
should
choice
each-
is going to be Part 3.
Yeah, now it's gonna be Godfather.
Each one of us a season should have one veto.
I'm
3
not
hours and 22 minutes. Buckle up, motherfuckers. It's gonna be great.
2 minutes. Oh my fucking lord. Oh god.
Prepare your assholes. Oh my god.
Dude, I'm gonna play so much Pokemon while we watch that movie.
In case the audience is
Holy
not aware
crap.
and you haven't picked up on it, Chris vehemently hates The Godfather.
Ugh.
He ranked that the worst movie we watched in season
Son
1.
of a bitch, yo.
That's the worst movie we watched so far, I think.
It hurts Joey's soul. I know. I would. I'm not a huge Godfather fan either, but you know, it's whatever.
It makes me wonder where I got in life.
You're like, why are
why are
I
we
just
here?
threw away 3 hours? You know?
Exactly. It's like watching the Chiefs game where they win.
Oh, no joke. Okay, not talk football. Go Hawks. Absolutely smoke Minnesota. Keep the Florida
Ravens.
Rosedale. That was an absolute ass kicking. There was a study, and this is sorry to derail from physical media. I got to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Ref points per game, like how much the refs accounted for points per game. During the Brady dynasty, it was like 0.24 points per game the ref gave the Patriots. Not outside the statistical deviation of any team, really, right? It was just like, hey, he was that fucking good, and they had Gronk, like, for a stretch. And they had, end of his prime Randy Moss. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, yep. Like, and then, but the Chiefs, it was like 2.8 points per game, which is like basically a fucking field goal per game.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely fucking wild numbers.
If you look at last season, that means that they
got to the Super
refs
Bowl
weren't there,
simply
they could
because
have
of the...
lost so many games.
Yeah, crazy. And this was
Holy
just
crap.
playoff games, but it was a very fascinating study on refereeing. Sorry, that's enough football talk. We're a physical media movie podcast. We're going to talk The Godfather Part 2 for our next episode. But our Discord people, if you're watching this, just to tide you over for the spooky season, we're going to watch The Black Phone sometime this week, and it's up to Joey when.
Yes.
Joey's got to pick a date. I don't own the movie, so Joey has to pick a date. And then we're going to watch The Black Phone, which I actually really liked that movie.
I enjoyed it.
It worked really well in theaters. And Chris is just like seemingly searching.
I'm just trying to find a way to get
out of it.
so I don't have to be here. Can I become the horse's head from the first one, please?
I'm excited to watch Godfather 2. I
No
haven't seen
joke
that
though,
in
I
actually
will
quite a long
write
time.
veto power on this tweaks for season 4. I have one other big one that's like
I think that's pretty. I think it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Just because it could. Not only will I save it for Godfather every single time, but
because there is the third one that's coming.
right,
There's number 3.
right, and Dune. But yeah, there might just be times where somebody's like, it just doesn't feel right with the timing of the year. Like, what if Elf gets chosen in July or something? Like, we don't need Christmas movie right now. Though I met Buddy the Elf at the zoo the other day.
Hey, Die Hard
I have
came
a
out in
picture.
July.
Yeah,
It's a Christmas
that's
movie.
true.
It's a
That is
Christmas tradition,
true.
not a Christmas movie. That's a different thing.
No, it's a Christmas movie.
I think it's a movie you watch at Christmas. It is not a movie about Christmas, so I don't think by
Which
definition
thus
it's a Christmas movie. But Christmas
makes it-
tradition is its own thing. Like, movies you watch as a tradition is a thing.
It is a Christmas movie because it shares the same themes of Christmas movies. And
Christmas
we're
movies
kind of
involve
going off of the thing.
shooting bad guys very often.
Getting
Christmas
the
Story, they do.
getting the family together, working through your family issues,
I don't know how we got
beating
here.
up Russians.
Yes.
They were German.
Oh, Germans. Sorry.
Sorry.
Germans.
Well, they might not make it Christmas. I'm just kidding.
Indeed. All right, maybe that'll be our Christmas selection. Maybe that'll be our Christmas movie this year. Because last year we did Christmas Vacation. This year we'll do
That's
Die
what it
Hard.
was.
Well,
Fucker.
yes.
That works for me.
Yes.
Because we
So-
just did a themed month with Ghostbusters and ParaNorman. So yeah, I'm okay with ending the season on. That'll be if my pick is the last one, like my dealer's choice, I'll pick Die Hard. But if it's
Yo, hell yeah.
if it's before Predator Badlands, we'll watch Prey.
Oh,
Dude,
yes.
I want to see that
Praise
movie
so
so
good.
bad.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
So we're gonna get out of here. We'll see everyone for our next episode, roughly 2 weeks, for The Godfather, Part 2. See you around.
My boobs.